Someone let me know. It's the only interaction I'm doing. Oh God. Am I alive or what? Fucking salt. I don't know if this has worked. No. I don't know if this is working or not. Yeah, someone said hi. Right, so I must be live. Wagwan. Fuck. Where do I start with this? So yeah, I did a video about 3 weeks ago today. Bit of a Britney moment, weren't it? But this is just to clarify everything and tell people that have invested themselves into me in this channel who the real person is that you're investing into, and if you want to continue after that, fair dues. If not, fair dues. But yeah, this isn't looking for support or being a victim of anything, or not looking for emotional whatever it is, you know, backing from someone. I'm not here for this shit. I'm here, no filter, no bullshit. I'm me, and I'm not here to badmouth anybody. It's just I've had a lot of shit on my mind, and this past 3 weeks have been hell. Probably the worst time of my life. And when I said on that last video, because obviously I didn't make much sense, combination of life has just hit me all at once, and when it does that, you're broke. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but you just feel broke. You don't know what to do with yourself anymore. And then even when you're going through what you think is the worst part of your life, more happens, and it's like you're on repeat. Like, what have I done so bad in this life to warrant all this at once? And I know I've done bad shit in my life, and I'm gonna say all my shit now. But yeah. So before I start, thank you to everybody. Literally the hundreds, if not that, it must have been over 1,000 messages I had for support from the last video. It means a lot. It actually does mean a lot. The amount of, you know, respect, support, the advice given, the people sharing their lives with me, it's been mental. And that day, just before, well, that day I did the live, I went to the match. I tried to get rid of my ticket, I couldn't get rid of it. I don't even remember the match. Don't remember a single bit of it. Don't remember anything from that day. I've blacked out so much. But I remember when I was on the concourse at half time and a couple of fans came up to me, and there was just, I've never seen it before, like a grown man grab another grown man and just give him a hug and just say, you know, I've been there, brother. It's shit, but you'll get through it. And at the time, you know, I couldn't compose myself or anything like that. And by no means am I healed. Not a fucking chance. I'm 1% of what I used to be. But it's gotten to that point now. I just need to let everything off my chest, because people say, oh, you speak to people you know, but even they, it's hard to speak to them, because you're hearing stuff that you don't want to hear, and you hear some stuff that you do. People say reach out to helplines and stuff like that. I did that. It's not getting me anywhere. There's one person I do want to speak to, but we'll get into that in a bit. But I'm not here. I'm telling you now, I'm not here for anything like, oh, let's feel sorry for him and all that bollocks to that. Not here for that. Never have. But yeah, like I said, thank you to everybody that's shown me support through this. My friends that, you know, some of them I've not even spoke to in years, and they've come out the blue. Ryan, for one of them. The support he's shown me through this, to be, you know, there when you've seen your friend go through shit and still be there to pick up the phone, even though you've not spoken so long. It shows, you know, your real friend, you know, your real friends are and stuff, and it's been emotional. And I'm trying not to cry now, but you know, if I do, I couldn't give a shit. And I'm at that point now that things that were getting me down, I couldn't give a shit about now. In terms of doing this, people calling me and stuff like that, I've had it all my life. But yeah, so first things first, I'll go back to my childhood and that. I had a decent one. My mum, bless her, she was both parents, because my dad fucked off. My dad kept coming in and out of my life, fucked off. You know, typical fucking useless twat of a dad, sperm donor, that's what he is. But yeah, I've seen a lot of shit in my childhood where my dad hurt my mum, and that's stuck in my mind. And I tried to promise myself I'd never be that person. I'd never be that fucking prick monster. But yeah, so seen that as a kid. I was I had something happen to me where I was abused as a kid by another older kid, which has fucked with me for most of my life. But as a man, you're too ashamed to admit stuff like that. But I'm at that point now, I couldn't give a fuck. Call me what you want, I couldn't give a shit. But that happened to me. But as a man, and I'm not trying to be generic and all that bollocks, 2025 bullshit, two genders and all. As a man, you suppress stuff and keep it bottled inside. And I've bottled that most of my life. Because, you know, you feel ashamed and stuff like that. But yeah, I got past that. And then, yeah, continuing with my dad. Fucking cheated on my mum, left, right and centre. Fucking never had a relationship with a prick. But it still hurts as well. Because I've had nights where I've drank and stuff like that. Reminiscing about, you know, why didn't my dad ever love me? You know what I mean? How can a man conceive a child and not want them? You know what I mean? Never got that. And there's men all over the world that should be ashamed of themselves for that. Don't make a life and then just neglect it. But yeah, so as a kid as well, growing up, I was one of the chunkier ones, as you can see now. Carried on into my adult life. But I was always bullied at school. Always bullied. Through primary school, through high school. Bullied for my weight, beaten up, picked on, jumped, everything because of my weight. I've always been self-conscious of myself as it is, but that's mainly where it started from. And it's got into my adult life. But I had a phase when I was a teenager where I became anorexic. Didn't eat, didn't do shit. And I went really skinny in high school and stuff like that, just so I wouldn't be picked on. And then I got picked on for being anorexic and too skinny, so you never win. The kids are bastards, aren't they? So, but yeah. And then, yeah. I don't even know where to go next. But I'm only scraping through these because if I was to go deep into the shit that's in my mind, Christ, no counselling can fucking get rid of that, or no, there's no amount of ice for that. But yeah, so in recent times, like through becoming a teenager, becoming an adult, 18, I've always worked. I've always tried to do my best, and I know I'm a good worker, and I'm smart in what I do. When I'm given a job, I normally excel in it and progress, which you're supposed to do anyway. But I've never been one to sit still and, you know, just take being mediocre. Bollocks to that. I always want to be the best at everything. And past few years, God has it been hell, because I finally had my taste of being a manager for a company, for a security company, and I thought that's what I wanted, you know, progression, that status, make my family proud, you know, my dad's something. And then yeah, realization hit, life hit, work life hit, and it consumed me, and it nearly killed me, because the amount of responsibility that you have for so many people. And it wasn't a company that supported, it was a company that just said, here you go, you deal with all this shit. Hundreds of fucking departments, hundreds of people, and you've got to look after everything, and you're getting called. Oh, you're being rang, your phone doesn't stop. And it's like, you know, I've finished, but it still continues. And when you've got to do that, and you've got a family there as well, it's hard. But if I don't do this, I don't bring in money for my family, if you know what I mean. So that was always, it was, oh God, probably the worst time work-wise in my life. Trying to balance the family, make them happy, and then obviously keep the job to keep the money coming in to make that try and do things with family, but getting constantly bombarded with fucking calls and shit like that. You shouldn't have to do that. Work life in 20, well, whatever we're in now, is shit. There's no support from companies anymore. It's bollocks. You just get to a status, they pay you fuck all for it, and they don't support you for it. But that job came to an end over a year and a half ago, and I was wrongfully done for that job. There was accusation made of me, which I had 700, I think it was 700 pages of proof to fight my case, and I won in court. But the period of 6 months that I had to go to fight a court case against lawyers from a big company that can pay off lawyers like it's nothing because they earn millions, and I'm fighting lawyers and trying to find a new job, because when I did lose it, that fear kicks in, because you're like, what am I going to do for my family now? You know, I was in a bad place because I'm panicking because I lost the job. I'm panicking because I've got to find a new job. My family need me, and I need to provide. I've got 2 girls, 2 beautiful young girls, and they need looking after. And funny enough, when it did end, it was around my youngest daughter's birthday, and we were in Butlins, and I got a call out of the blue from somewhere to be offered another job, and it was like, God, someone's looked out for me. But still in the background, I had a court case that I had to deal with, and trying to fight to get my money back and everything. Like, it was a whole culture change, because I had a car, I had a fuel card and everything. Whereas when that went, I had no transport for my children, I had no transport to do things that we used to do, and the income had to be paused for a month because I had to, you know, you work a month in advance. But yeah, so all that went on, and then I went into my other job. Started off okay, but they weren't as established as the other one. And then I quickly realised I had become the scapegoat of that company, where everything had to come through me for some reason. The new guy has to do every bit of paperwork that every department's supposed to do, because they don't exist or they don't know what they're doing. And because I'm a stubborn little bastard, I fought up for myself. I took it to the highest to try and fight, you know, my own shit. And they favoured somebody that was sexist towards me. This was a female manager of mine, sexist towards me, saying, "Oh, because you're." There was one quote that was said, and I've got to be careful, because I've still now got to go through a court case with them. But there was something mentioned along the lines of, you know, Jay, you don't do this because you got to speak to a man. I'll ask a woman to do it because she can woo her, and she can woo him and get through to him more. And it's like, hold on a minute, do you understand what you've just said to me? But yeah, so anyway, bollocks to that. Yeah, I went through my court case with the first one. Finally, I won it not so long ago. And I thought there was a bit of, you know, silver lining until, you know, this one came to an end. And then again went straight through back to the emotions again of shit. Oh god, the amount of shit that runs through your head, and you constantly, as a man, you're a provider, aren't you? You just want to make sure everything and everyone is okay. And from the outside, it looks like you're pissed off, or you know, can't speak to him because you know he might be moody or something. Or and what it is, it's not. It's the stress of having everything all at once to try and balance it all, and you just get so stressed. And it's like, I'm trying to do this, but I've got to do this. If I don't do this, there's a time scale for this. You know, family. You know, my daughters need this, and my partner needs this, and it was like, it get overwhelming. It's hard, and you try and, you know, balance it. Both lives. You have to live two lives. You have to do your work one to get the money, and then the family one to make sure you're providing not just the essentials, but stuff that they can live for. You know what I mean? Like entertainment and stuff, going places, seeing the world, doing shit. You don't want to just be stuck in the house all the time, and you know, it just becomes stagnant and boring, and I never want that. I always want to be doing something. I always want to make everybody happy, and I sacrifice my own to make others. And yes, everybody is not fucking perfect in this world. Nobody is. And people do feel like shit and can act like shit. It shouldn't be. You know, you can have your bad days. And people need to understand, like, when you've got all that, it's not even just that as well. You have your own personal stuff as well. Your insecurities about stuff. Like you've seen Lauren, my partner, and as a man, you're insecure when you have someone like that who's beautiful. And I'm not denying that she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. And because I think I knew I was lucky because I've had her from I've known her since I was a child. We both grew up together on the same street, and we had you know, she was my first love, and you know, we've gone through the teenage years and all that, and then we've had like 3 serious relationships. But like I said, when you have someone like that by your side, you know you're not, match. That's what I feel anyway. I'm insecure because of how beautiful she is. But when you know it yourself, and then you're constantly reminded, oh, you're punching above your weight, she can do so much better than you because you're an ugly cunt, you're an ugly bastard, she's beautiful, what the fuck's she doing with you? All the comments you can think of, I had daily. Every time we go out, you know, as a man, men know, you know, when you see your woman get looked at by another man, you become protective. And you're like, hold on a minute, that's mine, fuck off. You know what I mean? And you get jealous. And fucking hell, look at me compared to her. Obviously, I'm going to be fucking jealous. I don't want to get angry, but you know what I mean? You've seen it yourself. And people have said it on here. Oh, is that your sister? Or, you know, what the fuck's she doing with you? And it's just like, I understand, and I'm told this every time, but when it's all the time, it puts you in more doubt of yourself, more insecure, more jealous, and it's like, fuck's sake, what if she's thinking the same? You know what I mean? And that plays on your mind, it kills you. I can't describe, well, men will understand when you've got a partner that's, you know, fucking 10 out of 10 and you're, what, 4? 3? Fucking me, 2 at best. But that becomes a factor of your personality. And I've explained this to people, and people have heard it but not listened. I don't think they've listened. I want to just be listened to understand. You got to see this side of shit to understand the full picture, what goes through somebody's head. And I'm not ashamed to admit it now, mental health, there's countless amount of times I thought, do you know what? What's the point? Just end it. And I was at that point about a week and a half ago, and I was very, 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 very close. But stopped because I've got children, and it's selfish. But I'm not in a good place at the minute. In a really, really, really dark place. And like I said, I don't want to be speaking to shrinks and stuff like that. I don't need that bullshit, that scripted bullshit that they tell you. That's why I said I'd rather choose somewhere where it's comfortable to me. I can speak on my own. I'm at peace. I've come to somewhere where I used to come with my granddad and my grandma as a kid. I've not been here for about 20 years. And it's just a bit of peace. I don't know what it is, but yeah. And then amongst all that shit with work, I lost my nan 2 years ago. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, because she meant a lot to me, and I've never grieved properly from that day. Because like I said, you're a man, you hold it in, you cry on the day, but then you suck it up. You have to be strong for your family because you're the man of the family. So you have to be strong, and like an Irish tradition, you're the man of the family now. You're the one in charge now. So you have to be strong. So I bottled it. I've kept it all inside. Amongst all that shit that I was going through, still going through, court case still. And I've never grieved for my nan. And it's killed me. And I think she'd be disappointed in me. But I never wanted to show emotion because I thought it was weak. Because you just built like that, aren't you? When you brought up as a lad, especially in an Irish family as well. You have to be strong. You have to be, you have to look after the family when something's wrong. I just feel like I've let her down. And before I even started this shit, ask anyone that knows me, I never liked taking pictures. I hated the way I look. I still do. That's why I can't look into the camera now. I've only looked into the camera a couple of times. I hate the look of myself. I hate what I look like, who I am. I hate my body. I hate everything. But I thought I'd start. Out of all that shit, I thought I'd start YouTube. Just get a bit of self-confidence. Not stop hiding behind cameras or being, can't smile on the camera because I hate my smile, I hate my teeth. Literally, self-hatred is a fucking, it's an understatement. But I thought, fuck it, I'll try it. And I thought I'd be unique with it, which I think I am. I don't know. People watch me, so I must be doing something. But I thought I'd do this as another avenue for my family, as another source of income or something. Try and make it so I can I can give the life to my family that they deserve. Make sure there's no bills. You don't have to worry about stuff. Have a house where my daughter can have her own room, and you know what I mean. Because I've got two of them, but we had a 2-bedroom house, and I want my eldest daughter to have her own room, her own space and stuff like that. That's what they deserve. But, oh God. But starting YouTube, I didn't realise how hard this is. My friend told me it's hard to do, and it will consume a lot of your time because you have to edit and stuff. Like when you see the vlogs, yeah, they're about 20 minutes, but it takes me 10 hours, 12 hours. I've stayed up I don't know how many times till stupid o'clock in the morning just to make sure a video's done. And I realised that I could have spent that time with my family. And I could have given more time to my partner. But I was trying to do work, do the YouTube thing, and seeing the end goal, not seeing what's present. I'm seeing the end goal instead, not being present. But you realise that once I've stepped back these past 3 weeks, you see it. And you're like, fuck, what was I doing? Why am I so fixated on doing this so quick? And sitting up all bastard night, fucking my next day up because I've not been asleep. I've not spent time with my partner to, you know, even watch something or do something or see my children. And you realise it. Once you step away from it, you see it. But, it's just hard. I'm just trying to do everything. And all my motivation is for my children and my family. That's it. That's all I'm fucking here for now. Surviving just for them. And I hope I make them proud one day. But like I said with this YouTube shit, amongst all that shit that I've just told you that I was going through already, you get hatred of this. Social media is an evil fucking place. Because I've been called, same again, fat cunt, fat prick, fucking, you know what I mean? I've got bullied through work as well. This was one of my court case things that I won because they bullied me, calling me fat and taking the piss out my height and stuff like that. And I can have a joke. I'm not a prick. I have a joke because I joke with people. But when it's every day, it just feels like fucking school again. You just constantly, you can take a joke, but when you're saying the same thing over and over again, it's like, right, you're taking the piss now. But I got bullied through that. And then it's fucking gone straight onto this. It's gone onto YouTube. People taking the piss out of me. People actually sending me fucking death threats. Death threats. And threatening my children. All because I've bantered another club. Or I've said, I've said a joke. I've been called racist. I've been called sexist. I've been called fuck everything you fucking think of. I've been called doing this YouTube shit. And I'm fucking not any of them. I'm just a lad that wants to have a laugh. I've always been a class clown and I've always pissed around and I always say the most inappropriate stuff at that at a time where, where it's all silent. I'll crack a joke. You know what I mean? That's my defense mechanism. I've always gone to humor. Like when somebody's trying to be serious, I'll laugh. It's not I'm trying to take the piss. It'll be a nervous laugh, or I'll try and switch a bad situation to make it funny. I've always done that. And you probably see it in my vlogs and my videos. I always try and make people laugh because it deflects the shit to me. But yeah. So I've had all that shit through YouTube. My daughter, bless her, she got fucking jumped a few weeks back. Well, over a month ago now. And I missed the call from my mum. And I had voicemail saying T's been jumped, her, everything. Quickly as I could, try and ring everybody to try and find out. And she'd been hurt. She'd been jumped for no reason of her own. All she was doing was minding her own business. Walking down the street with a boyfriend, and 5 girls chased her and beat her up for no reason, no fucking reason at all. And it hurt. Her mum couldn't even see the bit because there was a video of it of somebody's camera, ring camera, and her mum couldn't see it because she was heartbroken. And obviously it's a daughter and it's my daughter as well, but I watched it to let her mum know what has happened, to get information and stuff like that. It fucking killed me watching it myself. I feel sick thinking about it. I feel sick watching it. But again, I seen something that was me. That was me, that age. That's what happened to me. And you reminisce and you're like, when you're an adult and you're a parent, all you want to do is give your children the best in life and make sure they don't go through what you went through. And that's That's all been my motivation. But when I've seen my daughter, that happen to her, oh God, it's like, why is the world shit? Unprompted, fuck all. These little bastards. Oh, but it's been dealt with anyway. Police have actually done something. The school have been very supportive. I was in a meeting with her and her mum, and they're supportive, and it's good to see. But it should never happen at the end of the day. You know, she didn't fucking deserve that. But then, again, what's broke the straw on the camel back for myself? I don't want to say too much, but out of respect for her, I won't go too much into this. But after all that, when I did that video the other week, I lost the love of my life. After 11 years. And I know yous have got a connection with her on here, and please don't say anything. I don't like asking. I can't. That's why I won't look at the screen. I can't. But she's okay. She's fine. She has her reasons. And it's been really hard to take. And I'm not in a good place at all because of it. Because that's your partner's your rock. That's your person you go to when you go through this shit. And yeah, that broke me. It's broken me. And I'm at a point now I don't think I'll ever get back from. It's killed me. It's absolutely killed me. And I can't come to terms with it yet. Because it's been so long. I've got a life, children and stuff. It's very, very, very hard. And I made something the other day, I don't know, out of respect for her, I won't be posting it, but yeah, as men, when something like this happens, you do everything. Some people are hard-faced twats, and they'll just go, right, fuck you then. If you don't want me, fuck off. But a person like myself, I'm not that person. I never want to say, right, fuck off. I fight for what I know is right. And I don't give up without a fight. I never will. And like I was explaining before, I've known her since we were 13. You know what I mean? She was my first love. And we've gone through life. And we had our proper serious, well, we've had 3 serious relationships, but this most recent one has been 11 years. And we've had the most beautiful times together. More good than bad. But like I said before, I didn't want to be my dad. And there was a point in my life 5-6 years ago where I became him. And I've done things I'm not proud of. And I hate myself every single day. And I can't come up with excuses. Nothing. I was an evil fucking cunt. Things should have never happened. And I wish I could rewind back time and stop it. And look at myself and fucking shake myself and say, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking disgraceful cunt. But I made a promise. And people change. And I made a promise that 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I'd never be that person ever again. That person dies today, and they did. And ever since, I've never, ever, ever returned to that person ever again. But I understand the other side of going through it. And trust me, when I say I've apologised, oh, you don't understand. And I know with some people can't accept that and whatever, and I understand. But when you've gone through that yourself, it replays in here every fucking day. And I hate myself. Out of fucking everything else, I hate that. It's when you wake up, when you go sleep. It's every day you think of it. And I hate myself for it. And I'm waiting for something in the universe to get me back for it. This is probably it. Where all this shit's happened now. It's getting me back. And I deserve it. But yeah, that happened. And I don't think I'll ever heal from it. Ever. I'm not one of them men that just, gives up. You've got your ride or die, and that's it. I make promises, and I stick to my promise. Ask anyone you know. If I make you a promise, I'm a fucking man of my word. I will stick to my promise. But yeah, people change. If you can forgive them, you're a strong person. But to forgive and move on and see that person has changed, you should have clarity then that people change and people can go back to good. People are not all lost. People make mistakes. People do stupid shit. But I learned from it, and I changed, and I thought I was doing everything right. But I'm not going to go too much into it. But please, out of respect, just, she's okay, she's fine. That's all you need to know. But I can't. You won't be seeing her anymore in there, unfortunately. But I need to personally try and get through this. I don't know how, but I've got to try. But like I said, I'm a stubborn bastard. I won't give up. Never do. And if it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least I can look back at myself and say, I fucking tried. I didn't give up. I fucking tried my hardest. Despite what people think of me, despite what people say about me, I know my own value, my own person. I'm not a bad person. People have perceptions of me because you can only see the outside. If you know the inside, fuck me. But I never like sharing it with people because I don't want to burden them with stuff. Like I was saying before, your insecurities and stuff. When you're a man in my position and you're the partner like Lauren, you're afraid as well, to say them things when you're insecure and stuff. You're afraid to say it because if you say it, you don't know how they're going to react. If they get angry and say, oh, fuck off, you weirdo and all that, you know what I mean? I know they won't, but you're not certain in your head. I don't know how to explain it. You just have, with all the shit that's going through your head, you're like, I'll just stay quiet because if I'd say something, I might lose them. And I've been like that. Fuck knows how long. Always been afraid to lose her. And as the years gone on, I'm thinking, please, just keep continuing. I don't want this to end. I've been terrified of the day that it could have, and it did. Never, ever, ever wanted this in my life. Never. I didn't picture this. Like I said, I've got to continue for my girls and just try my best. That person knows how I feel. and it'll never stop, despite whatever their reasons are and what they want me to be. I will never change. And even knowing what I know and being told what I'm being told to my face, it'll never change how I am. I don't give up. Despite some, some hurtful things I've seen and been said, I still, even though you advise not to and stuff like that, you still fucking just want to know if they're okay. Still care. It's love, unfortunately. And when you've had that for nearly 20 years, fucking hell, that ain't going anywhere. It's like you have a love for your child. It's unconditional. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works out for the best. Like, I know what I want, but I don't know. But yeah, and then from that, I've had shit news from my mum, where she's got to go hospital because there's a suspicion of the C word. We're not at that stage where it's it's just checking at the minute, like we need to check this. So it's not at that stage yet, but my mum's been there through all of this, bless her. She's fucking ill with it. And I bet it's hard for her, because it'd kill me if I see my kid like this. But she's supported me through it. I'll never forget it. My friends, they've supported me through it. Although they only know the outside, they don't know, the full aspect of what's going on. But there's still that support there. My family are there. You know what I mean? It's been overwhelming. And again, I'm not looking, and your family are going to support you, but when you've got real people around you where they're actually concerned about you and the other person as well, reaching out to them. And one of my family reacted bad, and I don't want any of that, and it's got stopped immediately. I don't want any bad bridges between anyone. I don't want any fights. I don't want any fucking argument. I hate arguments. I'm one that we need if something needs sorting, you just talk it out. You know what I mean? Sort it there and then. Kiss and make up and get on with life. It's too short. But I don't know. Some people just react different to stuff, and like you said, the past comes into it. My past comes into mine. I'm one of them. I'd rather sort it. If I know a problem, I'll fix it. You know what I mean? If you're told straight, this is something's up with this, I'll fix it. When I'm determined to do something, I do it, and I stick to my promise. But yeah, so now my mum is fucking that worried and shit. She's got her own shit going on, and now I've got to switch my ass up, stop being a fucking Britney fucking blubbering fucking mess on the floor every day. Every fucking day I've been crying and just looking into fucking nowhere. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't interact with people. Work's been affected because I've been sent home because I'm not there. I feel like a fucking zombie. I'm not there. And now I've had a wake up from what the fuck. I still don't know what the fuck's going on, but now shit's happening real on my family side. I've got to fucking switch up the support and make sure my mum's alright. And I've had people on here genuinely worried about me. And I've had fucking beautiful messages. People even fucking willing to come over from another country just to see me, and it's like, what? It's like, I don't get it. I'm one of them. I'm a very humble person. If you show me respect, I show you respect back. You know what I mean? And I don't know. If you need someone, I don't know. I don't know. Just when you have a wake-up call in life, you realise, okay, there's things that have gone on too long, but I'm one of them. Let's fix it then. Let's get it out of the way. Let's deal with it. I apologise if this was this or this is this. You know, I can't change it now, but I can change moving forward. I mean, it's just little things in life. And I'm not just speaking relationships, I'm speaking work and everything like that. If you know, communication is key in everything. Like at work, if your boss doesn't tell you you're doing a shit job, you're going to continue doing a shit job until you get, you know, you fucking sit down and you get told, right, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, fix it or you fuck off. You know what I mean? That should work in relationships as well. If you know what, you've said this and you've done this, and I don't really like that. Right, sweet. Well, while we're here, let's get my shit off. Bang, sorted, done. Get on with life, enjoy life. It's too short to have gone through all this shit. And I've even been offered another job, which I've been trying to get for the past few months. You know, I've been trying to get to that level again. I mean, I'm a manager where I am now, but it's not the greatest of places. My friend is supporting me through it, but it's not a good place to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I've got time there that shit's constantly going through my mind, and it's not helping me through this. But then, out the blue, amongst all this shit, I get offered the fucking role to be the head of security for Adidas. And it's like, fucking hell, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for a role like that. And first thing I could do is go, don't know if I want it, because of what I'm going through now. I can't focus on anything. Like I said, I think I've had 3 meals, three or four proper meals in 3 weeks. I know it's not good, but I have no appetite. I don't think I've slept out. I've been sleeping in a fucking car. I think I've slept in a bed 4 times in 3 weeks. I mean, it's not good. And this is why I'm doing this, so you know, the person that you're seeing is not all, you know, this social media shit, it's not all rosy. It's not all fucking, you know, fairy tale shit. That's why I bring that into my vlogs and stuff. No bullshit, no filter. This is fucking real life shit behind the screen. So you might see me laughing and stuff. I have to laugh and stuff because I'll tell you now, I take pills every single day to try and make me happy. Because that's how down I am. I even put it on my statuses and stuff that there's a certain thing, I can't remember what it's called, where you're in your body, but you don't feel like you're alive or something, and you don't feel like you're in your body. Like, I don't feel like I'm here. You don't feel connected to what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, life's just passing you by and you're not. I don't know what it is. You feel like a ghost in your own fucking body. And it's been like that for a while. And I've been taking tablets just to try and switch it up. And some days it's worked. Some days it makes me tired and stuff. But every time I go to a game, and I'll be truthful with you, every time I go to a game I pop 2 of them pills. Just so I can get through the vlog. I can interact with people because I'm anxious, I'm socially awkward. I can have a picture with someone. You know what I mean? It's just them things. And that's why I take them, just to be a bit happier. But not that as well. To not be this person that people see on the outside, from family, from, you know, partners, from work colleagues and stuff like that. I take them so they can see, you know, I'm happy as well for them. I'm trying to do it for them as well, even despite what the fuck I'm going through. Try and do it for them. And I'm not gonna lie, I've took another 2 today because I'm anxious. Football and stuff like that, and seeing people and speaking to people. I've had to do it today, and this is why I'm probably doing this. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to do this right now. every live, Lauren, when we all call her QVC, if you looked behind the camera, I've got beers lined up, I had shots lined up, I had tablets, I had nicotine things, also I can just get through it without panicking, without, you know, being called, you know, taking the piss out of. And then when Lauren used to come on, it, you know, you can see it, go look at it back. I had, you know, because she's like my best friend as well, we had a good laugh, and I felt more comfy because she was there. You know what I mean? She was my, I can't explain, I'm not going into it. But you know what I mean? She handed me that stuff because I needed that stuff to get through it, and she was there to support me through it. Not all the time, she didn't want to come on all the time, and I get that. But I wanted her to be involved as well. But she'd help me in the background doing it. And then when she did interact with you, you loved her. And like I even said, I got more fucking views because she was on it. Because look at her. But again, I'll never badmouth her. Because I've got too much respect, too much love, and that's the mother of my children. But I don't know. I'm sorry for doing this and going on so long. I can talk for fucking Britain. But I thought I'd just update everybody that, you know, have shown proper concern. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks. And it's been the worst 3 weeks of my life. But I've managed to have a bit of courage today and just update you and show you the real me. That's why I said this is the real me. There is a person that's behind the camera that's going through life shit, and people will probably relate to it. Some people are probably going through the same shit as me. But when it hits you all at once, it's so hard. And I didn't think I had any more fucking tears to cry, and I've still got them. And I'm not one of these, oh fucking you're a man, don't cry, bollocks to that. If you need to let it out, you need to let it out. But I'm at that point now, you know, when you get to the bottom of the barrel and you've got nothing left. That's me at the minute. I'm in a very, very, very dark place. But people's support means a lot. It means more than you know. And I read back, and I've been reminiscing a lot, because you do, through shit like this. You know, looking back at pictures and videos and I've gone through people's comments. You know what I mean? It's been hard. And I don't know how I'm still here. But I don't know. I've got to just, I have to keep going, I guess. I can't put, I don't know. I don't want to give up on everything, because other people's lives are carrying on. You know what I mean? And I've just stayed stagnant like fucking quicksand. I've stopped everything. Like I'm not me anymore. I've completely switched off from the world. And it's killing me. I'm actually killing myself. Slowly. And I'm expressing this now. And I know I've got daughters and stuff, but I know they won't be watching this. And I know other people won't be watching this. And some might be here to fucking hate me. Some might be here to love it. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't give a shit. This is me. That's it. But I do. My motivation in life is for my children now, because that's all I have. I'm obviously my family, but my immediate concern is my children. They deserve everything, and I want to make them proud. And there was one promise I made about doing this YouTube shit. I said I'd do it to make sure my end goal is to become as big as I can and have that, you know. I don't give a shit about fame and all that bollocks. I just want to be in a comfortable position that I can give them the world, because they deserve it. I couldn't give a shit about me. I really couldn't. I bought myself a fucking cap the other day. For the first time in fuck knows how long. I bought myself a t-shirt because I thought, I don't know, I didn't know what to do. I just thought I'd change my appearance or something because it might change people's perspective or something. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's fucking killing me. But yeah, I've got to do this shit now for my kids. Probably take that job because it's fucking mouth-watering money and it's, you know, it's good experience and it's what I'm good at. But like I said, I couldn't get excited about it because I didn't have that person to be excited with. Just everything's fucked me up. And that one person I had as the, you know what I mean? When people say the better half, like, they're a part of you, aren't they? And you want to experience everything with them. And I just wanted to, but I don't know. I just want everybody to be happy. Everybody to be safe. And I might come across as fucking, you know, needy and wanting to know, but all it is just insecurity. That's all. I'm a protector. I want to protect, make sure everybody's safe, make sure everybody's happy. I couldn't give a fuck about my own happiness. That's that long gone, years ago. I couldn't give a shit about me. As long as everybody else is happy, I'm happy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do my job, earn my money, provide, and sort my life out now. Try and, you know, try my own place and stuff. And I don't know. Possibly come back to this. I don't want to lose this, what we've built. You know, so far it's gone quick. It's a year in November and I've got over 2k subs. And I've been told that's out of the normal for somebody that just started brand new. So it's going quick, so I must be doing something right. But like I said, I'm sorry for putting it on hold for so long. And unfortunately I won't be doing any vlogs today. I'm not there at the minute. I'm not there. I'm not that bubbly me. You can hear in my voice. I'm not that funny me or bubbly me anymore. I need to, I don't know, I need to do a bit of soul searching or something. Try and pick myself back up. Everybody's trying their best, but obviously it's down to me, innit? But yeah, I'll do my best. That's all I can do. I just want to say as well, I love everyone. I love all yous. I love my now ex-partner. I love her. I love my family. I love everyone. And your words do mean a lot. So I'll do my best. Try and get through it. And try and come back. And then take this channel to the fucking stratosphere. Make it the biggest fucking vlogging Man United channel that there is. Because that was my goal anyway, to take over the fuckers that are boring and give you shit content, but they get fucking millions of views. I want to be the one that you can follow and you can have a laugh. You can relate to me because I'm a person of the people. Not this bollocks scripted shit that you see everywhere. Fuck that. Fake studio bollocks. You want real fucking shit. You want to see a proper fan perspective. None of this fucking people that sit in the bedrooms and watch it. Fuck that. So I'll do my best. I'll come back. Try and make his laugh again. And like I said, if this does go big, because I've had contacts from big places and stuff, so there's something that's interesting people. But if we can take it big, I'll always remember my day ones. And if we get in a position where we're comfortable and it becomes my life, you know, like my full-time job and stuff, I'll look back on this moment and say, you know, I went through shit then as well. And fucking, we've made it. The children are happy. I've given them everything that they want now. And then hopefully, who knows what the future brings. I could have my number one back, but it's if, buts and maybes in it. I'll try. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get going because I've fucking rambled on for an hour. Fuck me. Sorry. But yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I respect and thank you all for your support. The people that have stayed and watched this and the people that have left comments, I'm sorry I can't react to them. I can't even look. But just know, it does mean a lot. And like I said, the haters can fucking hate. The people that support me can support me. But after hearing what you hear today, if you want to stick around, stick around. If not, that's fair. I'm not bothered. I've let out who I am, what I've been and what I am now. And like I said, people change. And I hope, I don't know. I just hope I don't disappoint anybody anymore. At a point I thought it'd be better off if I wasn't here at all, but it's just selfish. My nan wouldn't want that. And my children, it's for my children. Fucking, I don't want them growing up without a dad. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I love you all, and all I want is peace with everyone. And everybody to, you know, be happy in their lives. And just know, when I say I'm here, I'm fucking here for anyone. When I give you that promise, I'm here for you. When you have that bond and you say, you know, I'm if you ever need me, I'm there, and I stick by my word. And that goes to everyone. When I tell you I'm there, I'm there. I'm only one call away. My children, my ex-partner, anyone, I'm there. I'd do anything for them. But yeah, any of yous that do, you know, follow people that I'm on here with and that, no hate. Don't give no hate. Just give respect. Give love. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want any fucking bad coming from this, as much as this is killing me. But hopefully, it all works out. But we'll never know. Well, we will know, but not yet. Right, I'm gonna get going, Jeffrey. Sorry, we're rambling on. I just needed to get shit off my mind. Like I said, I'm in a place that's peaceful. Just hopefully it don't fucking hit me because I'm next to a tree. So I'll get fucking lightning bolted or something. I mean, the tree's having a piss as I speak. So that fucking... Anyway. I feel lost. Oh god. Right. If people like the match today, I appreciate it. That people that come up to me and support. Just, I apologise in advance if I'm not, my chirping me. I said it last time. If I'm not my chirping me, I do apologise, but hopefully whoever's watched this understands. You know the shit I'm going through. So, thank you. But anyway, hopefully I see you soon. I'll let you know. And thank you for the messages. I've responded to every single one. If you send me a message, I'll respond back. Just in my own time and stuff. But thank you, everybody. Take care. Peace.